Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh, yeah.
And we're live. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Taylor Destroy. I am the lead vocalist of Aspect Iris, and I do the roar and the singing.
The roar.
I do the roar.
The roar. All right. Start you off with a hard question here. And I ask this every episode, and eventually I'll probably change it a little bit. Not musically, but personally, what do you want to leave as your legacy?
Ooh, that is a hard one. Well, in music, what I want to leave is I grew up in the metal scene, like, because I've been in it since I was a little kid. And growing up, there wasn't anybody that looked like me,
Okay.
So what the mark that I want to make on the world, or even if it's just as small as it may be, I would really like to change the standards in the music industry. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I saw you took a hiatus for about 6 years. How did you get back in?
So my friend Kay Anagonio, Kay the Screamer Official, also singer of Chasing Satellites and Matriarchs. I essentially got onto TikTok because my little sister, she was doing cosplay stuff on TikTok, and it was during COVID, and she was like, come on, let's do some cosplay stuff together, because I'm a big old nerd. So I was like, all right. So I downloaded TikTok, and I just started doing cosplay stuff. And then I saw Kay post a video, and I had been following Kay and looking up to Kay for, since I was in like middle school. So when I saw them post something, I immediately went and I duetted it, and the video did okay. But they reached out to me and we started talking. We are now, they're one of my best friends. And we ended up doing a collab and whatever else. And then eventually I posted my video of Popular Monster. I didn't expect nothing, but it kind of blew up overnight. And then that's when everyone was like, where's your band? Where's your merch? Where's this? And I was like, I don't have any of that. So yeah, 6 years prior to that, I was bullied out of music. I was on YouTube and I was in my local scene, trying to be in bands and whatever else. And I was bullied out for being a woman. And I was also bullied out because I'm plus size. And that's what I touched on a little earlier. All bodies are beautiful. But growing up, there was never anyone that looked like me who was a woman. And people did not take too kindly to me. So now how everything's kind of changing in the music industry, like women are killing it. Women are killing it in the metal scene right now. Like my friend Casey, you got Spirit Box and my friend Jessie. Just so many people are just killing it right now. And it's making me so happy to see. But yeah, that's kind of how I got back into music, was TikTok and my friend Kay.
If you had to pick one song, not your own,
Mm-hmm.
to describe you as a person, what song would that be?
Ooh, to describe me as a person.
No captions. You just had to send it to somebody and they'd just get you.
Oh, God, that's a really hard one. I could give you my favorite song, but that's not going to describe me. Good Lord. You know what? I'm going to just say Every Time We Touch by Electric Callboy right now, because it's just super fun and wacky. And, I feel like if you heard that, it's me. I'm all over the place, but still a little brutal.
Okay. Isn't that technically a cover song, though?
It is. It's a cover. Yeah, but it's okay.
No, I get it. I'm just saying.
What about you? What would be a song that describes you?
Oh, man. Probably Pop Evil, Torn to Pieces.
Pop Evil?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love Pop Evil.
Yeah, Pop Evil, Torn to Pieces.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that would definitely sum up half of me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3-day festival. First day is female fronted. I don't know there has to be another term, but female fronted,
Mm-hmm.
national and regional. Who are your top 5?
Top 5 female fronted bands.
For the first day, then the day after is regional and then national.
So, you want me to do like not too popular, then like little popular, then popular? I'm trying to make sure I'm understanding correctly.
First day is female fronted. Say Friday is female fronted. Second day is regional, like your homies, your area.
Oh, okay.
And then national is any national act.
Okay, so female fronted act, my favorite. We're not naming friends. I'm gonna go Spirit Box.
Okay.
I think they're absolutely amazing and killing it. Second day for the homies, gotta represent Deadlands. Yeah. And then national, we're talking. I'm gonna say Falling in Reverse.
Okay. What's on your bucket list?
Ooh. And like music?
We can go both.
Go both?
Yeah.
Well, bucket list right now is just releasing our music. I'm so fucking excited. It's been so long. And really want to meet Ronnie Radke one day. I obviously want to play a show. I've never gotten to play a show because, I've never been in a band before now because no one would really give me the chance. I actually have a story on that, but I'll save that. Me and the boys, when I say the boys, it's the band. We think it'd be really cool to have one of our songs be an anime opening. So that'd be kind of cool. So I guess that's a couple things for a bucket list.
But what kind of anime, though?
Ooh, oh God. I watch all anime, but
So are we talking like Bleach, or we're talking about that?
Bleach. I need to see it though.
What?
I know.
What?
Everyone says that to me. They're like, "What do you mean you haven't seen Bleach?" But my favorite of all time is Inuyasha. Inuyasha is my favorite. Love Inuyasha. I love Studio Ghibli. All Studio Ghibli movies. My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan. There's a lot. I could keep going.
What about Death Note?
I love Death Note. My cat is named after Misa.
Nice.
Yep, she is Misa.
The movie wasn't the best, but
I didn't watch it. I refuse.
Okay.
I'm sure. What's his name? William Dafoe. I'm sure he did great, but it didn't look good. Yeah. I just didn't want to watch it.
So at least some of you've watched, what do you call it, Full Metal Alchemist.
Yes, I have seen Full Metal.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to do spoilers, but we all know the one scene that breaks everybody's heart. Do you have a favorite anime?
Not that I really. Okay, funny story. Not that I was made to watch it. So like I've seen Bleach, I've seen Fullmetal Alchemist, I've seen a few others. It's not really my thing, but I know about it. Like I can sit there and watch it with you, but like it's not my cup of tea.
Not like your go-to.
I really don't watch anything, honestly. I'm a music person. I always have music on, or I'd rather be at a concert. I'm serious. Like
I feel that. It's been, so I know I touched on it a little bit earlier, but
Yeah.
I did break my ankle, and not being able to do things has really sucked. I wanted to go. I'm glad I didn't now, but like I wanted to go to Blue Ridge to support Casey.
Yeah.
There's just been a lot of things that I've wanted to go to, but I have to really think about my healing journey.
Yeah.
You know.
No, like if I could go to a concert at least once a week, I'd be content.
That was me back in the day, when I was originally in our local scene, the Albany, New York local scene. Back when I was 13 all the way through 18, I was a photographer, videographer, and every weekend you'd see me snapping pictures all the time. And it was just my thing. I loved it. I loved going, and we had such a tight-knit local scene. It was beautiful, and I want to get back into it, and like start going again to see if it's still the way that it was. But yeah, that was me. So every weekend.
Last week I went to 2 concerts in a row, and I was like, I didn't know if my ears could handle it.
Your ears, yeah. You gotta get that thing that Casey is sponsored by. They're called kind of stick them in your ears, and the way they are is it cancels out all the bad stuff and only gives you the good stuff. Yeah, I haven't tried it, but it looks incredible. The way that they're built, it just, it just goes in, filters out everything.
So we have some barking going on here.
It's okay. He wants to be a part of the interview.
Yeah, but I don't know if he can go. I don't know if he can gutter roll yet, though.
If he can gutter, you say gutter? Gutter roll yet?
Yeah, I don't think he can gutter roll yet.
That's okay. It sounds like he's got his false chords down.
A little bit.
I didn't know what time it was.
Sorry. Yeah, no.
Come on.
Yeah, no gutter rolling yet. I'm not even going to attempt.
It's okay. It happens. That's my cat. My cat in the morning. Oh my God. Meow, meow, meow. Like forever. If you just so much as just roll a little bit, there she is. She's like, is it wake up time? It's time to get up. I saw you move an inch. Do you have a favorite band?
I'm a big Korn fan. I've not missed one show. I mean, I missed one show that came to Jersey, but 2 of them got canceled on me. So,
Did you see the song? I can't remember the name of it, but Kim Dracula, featured them in one of his songs, and it was so cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen that yet.
You'll have to check it out. Kim Drake, he's very much, he's not everybody's taste, but I think what he's doing is super cool. But if you like Korn, definitely check that out because the whole band's in it.
Yeah, they're actually, I just heard that their new music is coming out next year.
Korn?
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Oh, hell yeah. See, stuff to look forward to.
like their all-time favorite. But I've been listening to more underground now than anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a big supporter of the underdog, so I listen to more of the underground.
Yeah. And sometimes you find like the coolest things too. And that's why I'm glad TikTok and like even Instagram Reels and stuff, like it's so good for finding bands or artists that you would have never found before. Like I have friends and then even some bands that I love now that I probably would have never found if it weren't for social media now.
So I was anti-TikTok for the longest.
I think we all were for a little bit.
I was anti-TikTok. Well, I have a buddy that kept on sending them to me. And the ones he sent me, I had to sign up to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So that I got stuck down that rabbit hole real quickly. That's how I found Casey. That's how I found you. Post Profits. What do you call it? K. Freaking.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Instagram person, but I kind of have to be. So I have a link that I have it shared on all, so I don't have to redo everything.
Yeah.
Not,
Comes in handy when it's all just kind of one big thing.
Linked, yeah. Dead or alive, you could spend an hour with a musician.
Chester Bennington. I'm sorry. I know I didn't let you finish.
No, that's fine.
100%.
Yeah.
I love Linkin Park. They're one of the bands that like I grew up on, and me and my dad, that was like our band. I actually haven't really talked about this on social media. But when I was 15 years old, I auditioned for American Idol. There is a clip somewhere. But yeah, and on our way there to New Jersey, me and my dad, it was really interesting how they did it. So the first drive down, it was late at night, so we were there for the morning, and the whole ride there, Linkin Park. And then when we had to go back, whole ride back, Linkin Park. And then when we had to go back again, whole ride there, Linkin Park. And it was just me and my dad in the car just singing, rapping, screaming along. And yeah, him and I, we always wanted to see them live. And every year they either didn't come near us or it was too expensive, couldn't go. And then, the tragedy happened.
Yeah.
And I really wish that we got to go see them. But Chester Bennington, I feel like he was such like a light and such an inspiration to all of us. Like I feel like everybody who's in this type of genre looks up to Chester Bennington. So if there was one person, it would definitely be Chester.
But what would you ask him though?
Oh, that's emotional. I don't know if it'd be so much as asking him questions as much as it would be me thanking him. Okay. I would have loved the opportunity to just sit down with him and thank him for just him as a person and like the music that he created and the subject matters that he touched on. Growing up listening to that stuff, like I feel like all of us have had similar thoughts like in our heads, and there's not a lot of outlets, and especially like back then, like when you first started listening to Linkin Park, not a lot of people talked about it, and he talked about it, and it was just really nice to hear someone else say it and know that you're not alone. So wouldn't so much ask him questions, it would just be me thanking him and wanting to give him a big hug.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so here's a fun one that I've been asking lately. If you're stuck in an elevator for 6 hours
Oh God.
with one cartoon character,
Ooh.
who would it be?
Ooh.
Well, in your case, since you like anime as well, you can use an anime character.
I
Am I
can
gonna
pick
know
from anime. Oh
if
God.
I might not know who that person is, but you can.
Oh God. I don't know if I can pick. Oh.
You're in a confined space, so pick wisely.
I know. That's the problem though. There's so many like coming to my head right now. I'm really like debating in my head. You know what? I just gotta go to my roots. Inuyasha.
Yeah.
It's my favorite, and I think it'd be so funny. Like he's just such like a little angry small bean. It would just be really cool to talk to him, and plus he's like from the feudal era. So, you know, could be like things that I could learn.
I know for sure who I would not want to be stuck with.
Oh God.
Definitely, I wouldn't want to be stuck with Chin Chan or Gur. Vader Zim.
Oh my God. I want to see that show again. I forget. Oh, that's right. My friend, he's learning to be a tattoo artist right now. I'm so proud of him. His name's Dan. And one of the first tattoos he did on somebody was Gurr. And I had completely forgot about that show. And yeah, I literally said it was about a week ago where I was like, I need to see that show again because it just bring back the memories, you know, the old emo scene queen that was me when I was in middle school.
Okay, speaking of that your emo scene, if I said la la la, would you know what I'm talking about firsthand?
La la la. Is it? No, wait. No, that's. What was that from? That's the first thing that came into my head. Coming at it tonight. What is that? I feel like it's a mainstream song, but that is the first song that comes to my head. But if you say la la la, la 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 la. Yeah, it took me a second.
Okay.
There's so many la la la's, but for some reason, whatever that song was popped into my head first.
So this has been a hot topic going around. What do you feel of going to a show and they're not letting you use your cell phones at all?
Ooh. So here's my thing. So if you're going to a show, absolutely, I think you should live in the moment and like enjoy the show and whatnot. But as a concert goer myself, if I'm going to a show and I paid money and, you know, I'm seeing some of my favorite bands and people that I've wanted to see for a long time, I'm going to want to capture the moment. You know, I'm going to want to take like a picture of the band or like a little video, and then you're going to hear me singing horribly in the background because I can't hear myself. But it's, you know, it's just like the memory of it. I have so many videos and pictures of me like growing up meeting and like seeing all of, like my favorite bands and whatnot, and I would really hate to not have those now because there are some bands and stuff that I completely forgot that I had seen, and then I'll like be scrolling through my phone or my memories and it'll pop right up and I'll be like, oh wow, that's right, I saw them and we had a good time, and like I see like a picture of a friend that I haven't thought of in years. So I don't think phones should be banned completely, People are going to do what they're going to do. You know, it's kind of like with a lot of things in life, you tell somebody no, somebody's going to do it. So might as well just.
I mean, they're gonna find a way anyway.
Yeah, and just
I
let
don't
people
know.
have
Like
fun.
to me, if I'm not mentioning bands' names because I'm not getting into that. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general, like there's incidences that I've had people told me that they had their their phone was locked in a little pouch. They weren't able to. You had to find a security guard to remove the tag or whatever, so it's only for emergencies.
Well, that's dangerous. Because what if something happened, or like, you know, being a woman, like there are times when I go to shows and, you know, you get harassed. So what if I, you know, go into the girls'
I
room to get away and I can't call my friend? Like, you know what I mean? There's just so much that could go wrong with that. Or I don't know, somebody passed out or something and no one's seeing it and you got to call 911. Or I just feel like that's very dangerous. It's very dangerous, especially in the day and age now. I feel like you have to have your phone on you.
I know. I mean, it's like they put it in a pouch. I mean, you have to go outside outside the venue to have them open it. I don't like. I've never witnessed it myself, so I don't want to say too much about it because I haven't been there personally or seen it. I just heard that, you know, they've had, what do you call it? They had to put your phone in a pouch or like an old dad carrying case thing.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much that could go wrong with that. You know, I don't know if I should say that. Retract. I was
Yeah.
going to bring up school, but I don't want to get into too
Yeah.
many things. But there's just a lot that could go wrong. So I agree with you. I do think you should have your phone to some capacity, because if there is an emergency, if you're saying it's only for emergencies, well, what if the emergency, I can't get to you and you can't give me my phone?
Yeah, like I don't know what. I've never been in a situation that they've done that, so I can't really say
Yeah.
fourth hand, or I've heard stories, I've seen. You see everything on the internet, so it's not, what do you call it? Everything's hearsay or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But I don't. Like, I'm not for that. You can't have. I mean, I can understand if they had a way to block Facebook or YouTube or any of that you can't go live. Going live, I understand. That I understand, but not
Yeah.
to.
Is it because of that? Like, is that why they don't want the phones in the shows? Because I haven't
Probably,
really seen much on it because of the
pro-
live.
probably, because other people will be making money off of their show.
I could
Because
see that.
it's not copy. I mean, the copyright laws are there. Like, I mean, that, or if they hired a photographer, they want a photographer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it depends on, something must have happened somewhere that now they're doing it. Certain artists.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that after this, because it's actually the first I've heard about this happening, which I'm surprised. Usually things come across my radar, but this has not.
Yeah, there's been, I know, just a handful of artists that don't let you have your phone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they changed it, but I've. It's been very interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. No, that is very interesting.
All right, since we're pretty much at that point, I'm gonna
Mhm.
let you flip it on me. You can ask me anything.
Oh God. Well, I know I asked you a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite song? Oh, no, we already touched on that. Or was that your favorite song, or just your song that describes you?
No, there's a song that describes me.
Do you have a favorite song?
I'm probably gonna say Corn Blind.
Corn Blind. It's a good one. What made you get into this, into like doing the interviews and, getting more involved in the scene?
Well, I was always interested in it as a kid, but it was a conversation at a karaoke bar.
Oh.
Not that I sang, but I was at a karaoke bar. I mean, there's one song I do, but it's horrible, so whatever. But that's why I do this. This is why I do this, not that.
If you could have one person on your show, who would it be? Dead or alive? We're gonna pull that on you too.
Right. And I say this a lot. If I can get Jonathan Davis, I can call quits.
That would be awesome.
I had the honor of having Fieldy on with Stillwell about a year ago.
That's awesome.
But if I got to meet Jonathan Davis, it would be nothing. I would retire, but
it'd be that moment for you.
Yeah, like we all have that one person that we'd love to just bend their ear for a couple minutes.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, like, he's number one. There's a few others, but I'm saying I could probably hang up the mic for a little bit, at least a month.
Give it a little vacation.
Yeah.
A little vacation time.
It's not having any type of vacation anytime soon, but So what's your favorite movie of all time?
Spirited Away.
Okay.
Studio Ghibli. Okay. I actually have a big old poster over there.
So this is a controversy that I have every year, and I know the two people that I have this controversy with is not watching because I don't see them anywhere. But yes, I'm throwing shade. It's fine. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
Oh God.
I get into that argument every year. Same thing with Die Hard. Every year.
I honestly think it's a Christmas movie. And I say this because it's based around Christmas. Like, yes, you're taking the one holiday and infusing it with Christmas, but the whole thing is about Christmas. Like, going kidnapping Santa Claus. I almost did Sandy Claus.
Yeah.
Kidnapping Sandy Claus and wanting to become Santa Claus and do the gifts and, experience that joy. So I think it is about Christmas, but I can see why Halloween lovers love it too.
All right. So going to Christmas here.
Mm-hmm.
What was that one gift that you asked for every year and you never got?
Oh, God. I really wanted to go to Warped Tour. I've never gone, and I never will. So probably that. My parents were very, very strict and protective, and I love them. They raised me right. They didn't do anything wrong, but I would have really loved to have that experience like all my friends did, getting to go to Warped Tour, like see all your favorite bands. So probably that.
There wasn't a toy?
A toy. I'm going to be completely honest. My parents were very on top of it. I was a very lucky kid. There could have been like maybe like a video game, because I'm also a nerd. I'm a big video game nerd. Maybe like a video game I wanted. There's nothing I can think of that like I really wanted that I didn't get. I was never for me, I was very much a nerd.
Okay.
So there wasn't like, growing up, it wasn't so much toys. It was a lot of like video games, or like a video game system, or plushies from a video game, or
What's your favorite video game though?
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, yes. If I had to pick one, it's going to be Kingdom Hearts 2. But I also really love like Resident Evil, like the Resident Evil video games, Silent Hill, God of War. I just started playing Cyberpunk because they did an anime, and I loved the anime. I'd never played the video game, so I started playing that. I play a lot of Overwatch. Play a lot of video games. I'm just a big nerd, big video game, anime, Star Wars nerd, you know.
So you lived at Hot Topic.
I worked at Hot Topic, thank you. I did. I ended up working at Hot Topic. And I loved it. It was my people. So yes, I did live at Hot Topic.
Fair enough. So your new song comes out tomorrow, I believe, right? Or is it
Friday.
tonight? Friday?
Yeah, so 2 days. I'm so excited.
So can we get a little backstory or anything, or?
Yeah, so you know, back when I like quit and whatnot, there was like one instance where I auditioned for a band, and when I showed up, they were like, "Oh, we're not looking for a girl." And I was like, "But you knew I was a girl. Why did you have me come? You wasted my time." And they're like, "No, you could try, but we don't want a girl." And I was like, cool. But fast forward, so I'd always tried to get into a band, and TikTok happened, and the boys, they found me. And yeah,
TikTok or Craigslist?
TikTok.
Okay, so
TikTok,
not Craigslist, baby. Or...
So TikTok, I found 2 of the boys. They're up in Canada. And then I took one of my best friends, who's also named Taylor, and because he's a talented guitarist, and I was like, yo, let's go. I was like, I'm taking you with me. I was like, I told you since day one, if I go anywhere, I'm taking you with me. And I did. And so we've been sitting on it for 2 years. We've had it done. We recorded with Landon Torres from Plot and You. And I just got to say, he is such a gem in the music industry. He is so humble and nice and just really a joy to work with. But yeah, so we went and recorded with him. And then, like, you know, we wanted to build everything up. We didn't want to release our music without, like, you know, proper video, like the logo. We wanted to do it right, you know? So we waited. And now it's about that time. But this song, well, the whole EP is written about anime.
Okay.
Every single one. This song that's coming out Friday is about Neon Genesis Evangelion. That comes out Friday. And then we have a song that's about My Hero Academia, about Inuyasha, and about Attack on Titan. And this kind of happened because I wrote a lot of music when I was writing the vocals for these songs. And what I was writing was very emotional, and like it really took it all out of me, you know? So when I was getting ready to write for the band, I didn't know what to write about. So I was like, hey, I just watched Attack on Titan and like, you know, that I'm inspired by that. Can I write about that? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, cool. And then I was like, hey, I was rewatching my can I write about that? And they're like, yeah. So over time I was just like, can we just write about anime? And they were like, yeah. So that's kind of like our thing right now. I don't know if we're always gonna stick with it. But yeah, everything's about anime. And there's little Easter eggs in like everything that we do. Whether it be like lyrically or our album cover, like you can there's little Easter eggs in the back that you can kind of pick out. And there's also lore. There's lore, but I don't want to touch too much onto that yet. But there's going to be like a whole thing in the future, and I'm very excited.
So John wants to know what the name it's going to be under.
So our band is called Aspect Iris, and the song drops on all streaming platforms and on YouTube this Friday, September 22nd, and I am super excited. And the pre-save links are in all my bios, so if you want to pre-save it so you don't forget, you can.
Is there going to be a lot of screaming or cleans or
It's
or rap? I know you rap as well.
I do rap. I haven't added rap to this yet. We plan to for our full length. That is definitely going to happen. Very heavy. It's very heavy, but we do have one song that we call our radio song. But yeah, originally we were going to be like a technical prog band because like my favorite band's Periphery. I really like the genty, you know, the technical, like even like math metal I've listened to. A lot of people don't know that. But actually my name, Taylor Destroy, again, I didn't expect anything to happen, so I just picked a username that I thought was funny. Periphery has a song called Make Total Destroy. So it's a play on words.
Yeah.
So my username used to be Make Taylor Destroy. And then I got rid of the make and I just left it as Taylor Destroy. And then now it's kind of like my stage name. So it's funny how that worked out. And my overalls. That's why I hate overalls, but it's fine. Keeps falling. Periphery is great, John. I agree with you.
In your eyes, I'm saying pretty much underground, not mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think we're sleeping on right now?
Enox. Have you listened to Enox yet?
I was actually supposed to have them on here, but it didn't work out yet.
Yeah, definitely Enox. I think they're fucking incredible, and they're all a great group of people. But I found them on TikTok. Again, somebody I would have never have found, but fucking killing it. And then I also want to mention Face Yourself. They are deathcore band, and they're fucking crazy. The vocalist Yaya, she's fucking, oh my god! Like if you haven't heard them yet, you definitely should. They're fucking incredible. Then of course, like I've mentioned Casey, I hype Casey up 24/7, Deadlands, but
Yeah.
they're kind of getting their name out there, and I'm so fucking proud of them. But yeah, so underground, definitely Enox and Face Yourself.
So I know you do a lot of covers.
I used to, but yes.
Well, used to.
Yeah, I might get back into it. We'll see, but continue.
So is there an artist that you will not touch vocally?
Ooh. No. And I say this because here's what I run into a lot when I do covers. It's people that chime in and they're just like, the original's better. You'll never be blah, blah, blah. And like that stuff. I never say anywhere that I'm trying to be as good or better than the original. The point of a cover is to do it in your own style, you know? So I would cover really anything and I would make it my own. You know, I would never try to do something completely to a T. You know, I'm always going to have my flair in it. So that's kind of why I say, yes, I would cover. There's not like an artist that I wouldn't.
Huh. All right, then that's a challenge. Then I'm going to send you something later.
All right. I welcome the challenge. I miss it. Like it's funny. I want to say 6 covers banked that I haven't posted. And one of those covers is like a year and a half old. And I just haven't done anything with it yet. I don't know why. I mean, I did break my ankle. So that's probably, that's probably why. I take it back. That's why.
So for somebody who doesn't sing at all, screaming into a clean, is it all breathing or is it like, how does that, so you don't hurt yourself?
So with this question, I'm also going to start it off with a story because back when I was learning how to do this, I was fucking up. It was bad. So I started to learn to scream when I was 10 years old. Fast forward why I started. It's pretty obvious why. But I grew up doing musical theater, and a lot of people don't know that. But yeah, I grew up doing a lot of musicals, and I was in choir and a bunch of stuff like that. So I've been classically trained for singing. And that's why when you hear my singing voice, there's a lot of things that I do that doesn't sound like super metal. It's because, you know, I grew up in theater. Like there's certain dictions and stuff that you do. But my chorus teacher, may she rest in peace, her name, Miss Shepherd, Rebecca Shepherd. I was in a group called Sound Waves. And it was kind of like a glee group where you'd sing and dance and like kind of travel and perform. And back when I was kind of learning to do it, I was hurting myself. I coughed up blood. I would lose my voice. It would go hoarse, everything. So there was one practice in particular where I was there and I wasn't singing. And she ended up pulling me after. And she was like, Taylor, why aren't you singing? Like, because I have a loud voice. So if I don't sing, you know. She was like, why aren't you singing? And I was like, you're going to get mad at me if I tell you. Because she's a very religious woman. She was in, taught like the church choir and whatnot. And she's like, no, tell me. And I told her that I was learning how to scream. And she looked at me and she was like, Taylor, how do you sing? And I was like, I don't know, you sing. And she goes, no, where do you sing from? And I was like, my diaphragm. And she looked at me and then it was like, it was just like an explosion in my brain. I was like, I got to scream from there too. And she's like, yes, you do. So it's just so funny that like this, church woman is the one that essentially taught me how to scream correctly. And that's what I pass along to everybody else that wants to learn to scream. 1, if it hurts, you're doing it wrong and stop immediately. 2, learn to sing from your diaphragm first, so you know like how it feels and what you're supposed to be feeling. Because same with screaming, you can sing incorrectly too. If you sing wrong, you can fuck your voice up forever, just like with screaming. But people don't like to think about that. So learn to sing with your diaphragm and then gradually start using that with your screams. I think that was completely the question. It was like, yeah? All right. I just want to make sure I covered it all. But yeah, diaphragm. Diaphragm.
I know we touched base on this a little bit earlier, but if you can change one thing in the music industry, what would that be?
The standards. So, and I know we touched a little bit on it.
Yeah.
before, but then also in the beginning.
Yeah.
Growing up, in wanting to be in this genre, the music scene didn't make me feel welcome, and not just because I was bullied and whatnot, but when I would look at all of the women in the scene, there was no one that looked like me. And like, I'm a big thing of body positivity. All bodies are beautiful, but everybody who was in the music scene that were women, they were all super skinny. And again, everyone's beautiful. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying it was very discouraging growing up, not seeing somebody that looked like me. And also, how do I say? Just basically there wasn't like anyone that I could like look up to. And like, I did look up to people, don't get me wrong, but it's different. It's different when you have a bunch of people telling you that you're not going to make it because of the way that you look. And that's what I got a lot. So what I want to kind of change is the standards, at least for women. And I feel like it's slowly starting to get there. Like, women are killing it in the music scene right now. And I would really like to try it. Even if I can't be that person, I would really like to see a plus size woman in this genre just killing it. And that's what I really want to see. So that people like me when I was a kid, so like the kids that looked like me, can like look up, see someone that looks like them, and then not be discouraged and want to get into the scene.
Come on.
I normally ask this question, but like, since you're somewhat new, like you're not new, but you're newer to.
Yes.
Since your first EP is dropping Friday, do you have any message that you would want to say to, I don't want to say fans at the moment because it is kind of weird, but is there a message you want to tell people?
So I have a lot of people that have stuck with me from the beginning, since like 2-3 years ago. And I honestly just want to say thank you. And it's not even just to like my fans. I don't like that word. I'd like to more say friends or even followers. Like, it's also, I have to say thank you to the community. And I say that because when everything first started happening, my biggest goal is in the scene, I was bullied out. I didn't have support. I didn't have people who believed in me or anything. And so when things started happening, the first thing I started doing is reaching out to people and becoming friends with a bunch of people in the scene and building a community amongst each other. I actually, for the past 2-3 years, I always dedicated one day to where I share everybody's content and like comment all over it and whatnot to like show support, and I just started making it known that I was doing that a couple weeks ago, because I never said anything. I just did it, but now I've been throwing it out there and like asking if people wanted to be involved in that so I could share their stuff and whatnot, so I don't miss anybody. But basically, I have to say thank you to everyone who stuck with me, and even the people that are just finding me and sticking by me. But I also have to say thank you to all of my friends in the industry, because they're absolutely incredible. Every person that is in my life, or you see me commenting on or sharing, they are like family, and they are so supportive. Like Casey deserves everything in this fucking lifetime. Let me tell you, she is one of the most humble, genuine, amazing friends I have ever had. And, they always say, like, you don't want a friend that talks about you behind your back. But in her case, she can talk about me all she wants because it's always positive. Like, she doesn't even tell me, like, when she's like talking me up or anything. I find out about it later, like on my own. And, I do the same thing for everybody else back. It's just a community and a love. And yeah, so I would just want to say thank you to really everybody that have joined me on this journey. I never expected anything at all. I was just doing some cosplay videos on TikTok, but it completely changed my life, and I'm very thankful. So, yeah, that's probably what I'd say.
So is the new song coming out at midnight on Thursday, or?
Yes, so midnight, it's Friday at midnight. But like, yes, if you stay up through Thursday into it, you're gonna get it.
Okay. Are you going to do a live or anything with the boys or anything?
I don't know. They were like asking me if we should do something, and we haven't really decided. Possibly. If anything, I'm just gonna be, on YouTube right before it drops. I always set it as a premiere, and I get in there and I talk to everybody while it's happening. And then, just with each passing moment, I'm just getting so excited. So excited. It's not just that it's been 2 years kind of dormant right now. It's, I have been wanting to be in a band my entire life. And it's about to happen. And I'm getting a little emotional, I'm not gonna lie. It's about to happen, and it's just such a crazy, surreal thing. Actually, when we recorded with Lynn and Tours, at the last second that I recorded, I started, we listened through and I started crying because, I wasn't given an opportunity back in the day. No one would give me a chance. And now I found a group of people that have the band. And then also, I have everybody else supporting me. So it's just, it's very nice. Very nice.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Take your time.
So just as a reminder that this is on Concert Junkies Rob and John Facebook, YouTube, and Concert Rob on Twitch. And also you can follow me on Cameo and also I'm on TikTok, but it's just my given name. I would like to thank you for your time.
Of course. Thank you for having me, and thank you for your time.
I can't wait for Friday to get here.
Me too.
Oh, do you want to drop your handles so everybody can?
Oh, sure. I am Taylor Destroy on any platform you can think of. You just type that in, I'll pop up. And then our band is called Aspect Iris. We did have some issues, so there is like a Spotify and stuff that's created. It's not us. Ignore that. Everything should be dropping on Friday. So if you have Spotify, use the pre-save link that's in our bios. And yeah, we look forward to you guys hearing it. I'm so excited.
And to speaking about Spotify, there is actually a playlist for this channel on Spotify. So I will add you on Friday.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
When we get off, I'll send you the link to it so you know who's on there with you.
Yes, I'd love that.
All right. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and thank you for your time.
Yes, you too. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Yes, you too.